Welcome back to Top 10 Awakened Insights. Today we will show you our top 10 videos on how to cultivate inner stillness in a noisy world. Starting with number 10.
Hello, dear friends. Latoya. I'm super excited to be here with you all this evening for another spiritually inspired message. So, what wants to come through right now is a message regarding peace and how to cultivate peace. So many of us are walking around dazed and confused with so much on our plates, too much on our plates. We're walking around frustrated, feeling like we're on this continuous hamster wheel. And so, what wants to be shared today is that in order to cultivate peace, we need to eliminate outside distractions, energetic distractions, and this means being mindful of what we watch, what we ingest regarding music, movies, TV shows, what we're reading, and begin to set personal and professional boundaries with your family, with your friends, with your colleagues, with your coworkers. And then begin to create a routine where you are praying, where you are meditating, where you are journaling, where you're spending time alone in stillness so that you can hear from Christ consciousness, from God, from source energy. And once you do all of these things consistently, you will begin to experience inner peace on a daily basis. All right, peace and blessings.
Number 9.
Everywhere you go, there is noise, the hum of the city, the endless stream of messages, the thoughts running through your mind, one after another, never slowing down. We live in a world that never stops, a world that demands our attention every second, a world where silence feels unnatural. But here's a question. When was the last time you sat in stillness, not scrolling, not consuming, just being? Most of us don't even remember. Because we've been conditioned to believe that doing more, thinking more, achieving more is the only way forward. But what if the answers you're looking for aren't in the noise? What if they are in the space between the noise? Stillness is not about escaping life. It's not about shutting the world out. It's about learning to exist within it without being overwhelmed by it. When you stop, even for a moment, you begin to notice something powerful. The breath moving in and out of your body, the gentle rise and fall of your chest, the space between one thought and the next. This is stillness, not an empty void, but a place of deep awareness, a place where clarity is born. Most of us are afraid of stillness because the moment we stop, we have to face what's inside, the feelings we've ignored, the thoughts we've pushed away, the truth we've been too busy to hear. So we run. We fill our days with distractions. We reach for our phones the second there's silence, because being still feels uncomfortable. But here's what no one tells you. The discomfort is where the transformation happens. If you can sit with the discomfort, if you can breathe through it instead of running from it, you will discover something life-changing. You are stronger than the noise. You don't need a silent retreat. You don't need hours of meditation. You just need moments of awareness. Try this. Breathe. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a second. Now slowly let it go. Do it again. Feel how your body settles. Feel how Just for a moment, the noise fades. Your breath is your anchor. Whenever the world feels too loud, return to it. Step away. Not every thought needs your attention. Not every notification needs an instant reply. Give yourself permission to disconnect. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a moment to reset. The world will not fall apart if you take time for yourself. But if you never step away, you might. Listen. Not to the outside world, but to yourself. To the quiet voice beneath the noise. It's always speaking, but you can't hear it if you never slow down. So ask yourself, what do I need right now? What is my body telling me? What is my mind trying to show me? Stillness is not just about silence. It's about tuning into the wisdom already inside you. The world will always be noisy. There will always be distractions. There will always be something trying to pull you away from yourself, but you don't have to follow. You don't have to get lost in it. Stillness is a choice, a practice, a power. And the more you choose it, the more you realize you are not the noise. You are the calm beneath it. So take a breath, step away, and come back to yourself. This is where peace begins.
Number 8.
Welcome to Daily Stoicism Official, place of ataraxia, freedom from disturbances in a disturbed world. In a chaotic and dysfunctional and loud and noisy world. And we know Seneca himself struggled. One of his best letters I use in the intro of Stillness is the key. Seneca's life is falling apart. Nero's gone insane. Seneca's trying to work on this essay. Maybe he's even working on this essay. And there's all this noise. Someone's being arrested downstairs. There's a blacksmith. He's on top of a gym. You can hear the Maciuses and the splashing. You can hear the noise. You can hear the horses on the streets below. It's just he's like, it's enough noise to drive you insane. He said it was enough to make him hate his own ears. But he says, I've toughened myself up against this sort of things. As I forced my mind to concentrate, I keep it from straying to things outside itself. He says, all outdoors, baby bedlam. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
Number 7.
Hey everyone, have you ever realized how impactful silence can be? In a world filled with constant noise, leaning into silence can help us tap into our inner stoic and transform the way we live. Let's explore this idea together. When we take time to pause and reflect, we open up a space for clarity and insight. Silence gives us the opportunity to connect with our thoughts, allowing us to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. Think about it. In those quiet moments, we often discover strength, wisdom, and even creativity. It's like pressing the reset button for our minds. By embracing silence, we can build resilience and emotional balance, just as the great Stoics did. So why not give it a go? Dedicate a few minutes each day to experience the power of silence. Let's challenge ourselves to find serenity in the quiet and awaken our inner Stoic together. If this resonates with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content.
Number 6.
Silence is about moving from compulsiveness to consciousness. You can sing in silence. You can dance in silence. You can even speak in silence. You can even scream in silence. One can become silent in intense activity, but nobody can keep up intense activity forever.
Number 5.
The Master's Unbreakable Peace, the secret to inner stillness. A disciple once asked his master, "How do you stay calm when the world is in chaos?" The master smiled and pointed to a still pond. "See how the water reflects everything around it? But when disturbed, the reflection is lost." The disciple threw a stone into the water, watching the ripples distort the surface. The master continued, "Most people let every fear, doubt, and distraction create ripples in their mind. But true peace comes when the water remains still, no matter what touches it." The masters teach that inner stillness is the foundation of unshakable strength. When the mind is calm, clarity, wisdom, and true power emerge. Will you allow the world to disturb your waters, or will you remain steady in your peace? For in-depth teachings, watch our full-length video.
Number 4.
In a society constantly echoing the call to stand out, be noticed and make noise, it's easy to overlook the quiet power of stillness. The Stoics, with their ancient insight, understood this long before us. They grasped the deep strength that rests in silence, the kind of strength that speaks volumes without uttering a single word. Picture stepping into a room and becoming the center of attention, not due to volume or flair, but because your presence holds a gravity. It draws eyes, not because you're trying to be seen, but because there's something quietly magnetic about you. This isn't a myth reserved for old philosophy books. It's something very real and achievable. Today we're exploring the idea of silent attraction, rooted in timeless Stoic thought. It's not just about how you show up, it's about the lasting impression you leave without even trying. So if you've ever felt drowned out in a world that never stops talking, now is your time to discover how your silence can echo louder than noise.
Number 3.
The power of silence. In a world filled with noise, silence holds a power we often overlook. In silence, we find stillness, clarity, and the ability to listen to our inner voice. Silence is the pause that allows us to appreciate the symphony of life around us. In the absence of words, silence allows us to connect with our deepest thoughts and emotions. Silence becomes the canvas on which creativity blooms and genius finds its voice. Silence can bring people together, forging connections that go beyond words. Silence holds transformative power. It allows us to recharge, reflect, and discover the beauty within ourselves. So, as you navigate through life's cacophony, remember the beauty and strength that lie in embracing moments of silence. Believe in yourself, for you are stronger than you know. Life's greatest lessons are learned in the journey, not at the destination.
Number 2.
In the deafening hustle of modern life, where a flood of information and sounds never leaves us for a moment, a precious and often overlooked treasure awaits us: silence. This silence is not merely the absence of external noise. Rather, it is a safe and profound sanctuary within us, a pristine space that remains untouched. Take a moment to pause. Put aside all the distracting sounds around you and listen with your whole being to this inner stillness. In this apparent void, a universe of clarity is born.
Number 1.
Do you ever feel like the world is too loud and your soul is whispering? We're bombarded with information, notifications, and demands on our time. It's easy to feel lost in the noise. But what if I told you that peace, that deep inner peace you long for, is always available to you? It's not about escaping to a mountaintop or joining a monastery. It's about cultivating a spiritual life. And by spiritual, I don't mean religion, I mean a connection to something bigger than yourself. A connection to your own inner wisdom. In this video, I'm going to share with you some of the practices that have helped me find that quiet center, that place of stillness within, no matter what chaos is swirling around me. These are practices that have the power to transform your life, to help you awaken to your full potential. Are you ready to discover the oasis within? Let's begin. In the quiet moments, when we silence the external noise, we create space for our inner voice to emerge.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoy it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more. I appreciate your support.